Alright, so I was thinking about this where I was making a video right now for my YouTube channel, a short form video. And in this specific video, I was talking about what I would tell my younger self to save myself time and kind of like go faster in in my goals. And what I realized is that I spent the last year, we're just in November now, and I'm kind of reflecting about life a little bit. And I spent the last year trying to get a job. Not pretty much the entire year, but it was like the last like 4 months. It was a long time that I was trying to find a job to work for someone and get the knowledge. For example, from running ads, doing cold outreach, posting content, and then with that knowledge, I was going to be basically getting paid for learning, right? However, what I found out later on is that it was kind of a waste of time, and there's a couple of reasons why. Number one is because, first of all, it was extremely hard to find a job. Extremely hard. I'm talking, I could have found a client faster than getting a job for them. Like, it's incredible. Incredible. That's the first thing. So it was really, really hard to find a job for them or from them, right? And because what I found is like, they are so unprofessional. Most of them are so unprofessional. Like, they just ghosted me, told me, sounds good, let's hop on a call, never show up. They agreed to a time, then they didn't show up, and then they just ghosted me, for example. Some of them were just taking the kind of value that I was giving them. I was recording, editing videos for them. That's kind of how I thought I was going to showcase my value. And they were just saying, oh, nice video, bro. Nice video, bro. Oh, nice thumbnail, bro. And I was just asking them, hey, when are we having the call? Are you interested in this? No reply. And I was just thinking to myself, you know, once I got the job, which just by the sheer amount of volume that I did, I got the job. It was a job with a guy, a business coach, but it was extremely low paid. Like, I'm talking, I asked my friend who lives in the US if that was normal for them. And he said that he was, the business coach was criminal for doing this. He knew I was from Mexico. Of course, the currency is different here. It's like, if I was in, someone from Pakistan working in the UK, for example. So, or Pakistan, India working in Dubai, for example, right? As a construction worker. The thing is, like myself, it was like half half of minimum wage in the US, which realistically it was minimum wage in Mexico. So he paid me $600 for work that was going to take me probably more than 8 hours a day. So, what I found is that it was just criminal what this guy did. But I thought, okay, it's okay. I'm not really desperate for money right now. I can afford this. As long as I learn, I'm okay having a low pay job. So I did that. And I started, as I started to work with this guy, and the weeks started to pass by, or, happen, I realized that this guy just didn't, he was just like an amateur, guy. And he was only recommending posting content, posting content, posting content. And when I asked him about cold outreach, running ads, he just thought that cold outreach was cringe, and that running ads is for more advanced persons or people, which is, I mean, I even know that is not the case. So I kind of like, I was wondering, like, is this worth it? Like, did I make the right decision or not? And I started to like work more and more and more, and I realized that I didn't learn anything from working for this guy. Absolutely anything. I mean, I'm talking nothing. I did not learn anything. Maybe just taking content more seriously, which is something that I'm doing right now. But apart from that, I didn't learn anything from that guy. And I started to see, like, maybe this is a pattern that also is going to show with other business coaches if I continue to apply, and I'm gonna waste months of my, years of my life, because this process took me 4 months to get this fucking job. And so at some point he just decided to, get rid of me, because I was doing cold outreach for him, a couple other things, but he, I mean, it's great. It's so ridiculous. That guy, and they'll tell me that he's going to stop his coaching business, and he's going to go back to his fitness coaching business. So he's not going to be a coach for fitness coaches anymore. He's going to be a fitness coach only now. And I was thinking, Jesus Christ, like, is this a business coach that I applied for, that I thought it was going to be, like, I was going to be learning from? The fuck? And so I was just left wondering, like, what am I doing here? So I just decided, that's okay, that's fine. Have an amazing day, whatever. We had a contract. He had to tell me at least 15 days or whatever before. He just, unprofessional. Really unprofessional. It's incredible. But, we finished the contract. I sent him a fucking text message that said, I would recommend, we finish or terminate the contract. And he said, okay, thank you. Appreciate you reaching out and helping me out. Didn't even reply. So that happened. And then I was wondering, I was left thinking to myself, like, reflecting about this, like, after a storm, right? Like, was this worth it? And I realized that it was not worth it. It was not worth it. Not at all. Not at all. Because in those 4 months, I could have gotten a low-paid job, something that didn't require my brain, like I could do just by learning, or like doing this or doing the job while learning at the same time, like security guard, DoorDash, delivery driving, Uber, whatever, something like that, right? Learning in the meantime, but get some money here, and then with that money, invest in a program from maybe even those same coaches. I mean, not the same coaches because they were just so professional, but proper people like Ty Lopez, Alex Hormozy, whatever thing that they might have other programs, right, in the market. And just get the knowledge from their, from those coaches' courses, mentorship programs, not their, not by getting a job. And so that's exactly what I did. And I started to, immediately within the same day, I applied, or I didn't apply. I, just signed up to DoorDash, but for Mexico. It's a different platform, different app, but it's the same thing. Food delivery driving in my motorbike. And I started working within the same day. And funny enough, I was making, this is so ridiculous, but I was making close to double the amount that business coach was paying me. It's incredible. And I was able to have the money to invest in something, and I invested in Ty Lopez's program, Ty Lopez's coaching program, or it was a course rather, for AI learning. And so I did that, and that's currently what I'm doing right now. I am working on that, food delivery driving, and then in the meantime, the time that I have free, or that I plan myself to have free, I work in my business, post content for my business, and do the cold outreach for my business, document the journey here from content, run the ads for business. Currently, it's not for my own business, but also, working in my family business as well. And I'm having this good balance where I'm learning a lot from, this course from Ty Lopez and other YouTube channels, which I found can be even more valuable than fucking internship with these business coaches, and apply that to my business, and just doing it like a more straightforward approach. That's what I found, and that's currently what I'm doing, and it's certainly what I'm gonna do for however long it takes me until I find another client. And currently I'm working with a client for my business, but I have to bring him the results, and I'm kind of cracking the code on how to deliver him the results, and I'm getting paid in a performance base, so no pressure at all. So yeah, that's so interesting, and I want to just quickly, share this approach or share this. I don't know who's watching this, but if you by any chance are in the same position that I was before, where you want to get into business and stuff like that, but you really don't feel like sure or confident how to do it and your abilities, which is totally normal if you don't have a successful or have never run a successful business, I wouldn't recommend you to get an internship. I just don't think it's the right thing to do. I wouldn't recommend it, especially with these kind of so fucking unprofessional morons, business coaches. Like, I was just so disappointed by them. So disappointed. Really, a lot. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, that's everything I want to say. At the end of the day, that's also a part of the journey, and I'm gonna be documenting the journey with this channel. So goodbye, and yeah, key lessons here is programs and mentorships might very well be even more valuable than working for these guys, working for them, and yeah, education, investing in education by courses, programs, stuff like that. It's awesome. So yeah.